Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. I guess we are in the days of, designating people, countries, individuals as a particular concerned persons. Well, as we speak, it looks as if PDP are not left out, as they have looked at the dramas and dynamics going on in a legal framework, and they have decided to list some of these persons as concerned persons. Let's quickly dive into the news to find out full details of how they have decided to clean up the system, even though they are now the main opposition. According to what we gathered, the People's Democratic Party has expressed worry over repeated assignments of its cases to justices like James Omotosho, Peter Lifu, and Mohammed Abdulmalik of the Federal High Court Abuja Division. Now, the party, in a petition addressed to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, FCT Justice John Toso, dated November 19, signed by its National Secretary Taofik Alagbaja, expressed displeasure over the fixation on the three judges on matters either filed by the PDP or brought against it. Now, recall that Justice Omotosho, in a ruling recently on a suit brought before him by Austin Nwachukwu, Aman Nana, and Tona Judge, the Imo Abia State Chairman and South-South Zonal Secretary of the PDP, respectfully restrained the party from proceeding with its National Elective Convention, citing the failure to abide by the party's rules as stipulated in its constitution. Now, similarly, Justice Lifu directed the PDP to put the convention on hold until Sule Lamido, a former governor of Jigawa State, procured a nomination form to contest for the office of the national chairman of the party. Lifu agreed with Lamido's submission that he was unjustly excluded from participating in the convention. Now, these orders notwithstanding, the party went ahead with the convention, relying on the court order from Justice Laderan Akintola of the Oyo State High Court. Now, the conflicting rulings have since led to the factionalization of the main opposition party, as rival blocs loyal to PDP Governors Forum and the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike continue to lay claims to the authentic leadership of the party. And the petition read, and I quote, "I have the instruction and the authority of the national chairman of our party, the People's Democratic Party, and the entire members of the newly elected National Working Committee and the National Executive Committee of our party to write this letter to your Lordship concerning our fear and apprehension regarding all matters either filed by our party or against our party at the Federal High Court Abuja Judicial Division. My Lord, it is of great concern to our party that it would appear that all matters for the past few years filed in the Federal High Court Abuja Judicial Division, either for or against our party, have always been assigned to the following three judges, namely Honorable Justice James Omotosho, Honorable Justice Peter Lifu, and Honorable Justice Mohammed Abdulmalik, even though there are other judges, numbering up to 9 in the Abuja Judicial Division, who could have taken up any of these matters, as the Abuja Division has 12 judges. Now, the petition further stated that several party members have recently complained bitterly to the newly elected members of the National Working Committee and the National Executive Committee of the above-mentioned scenario. Indeed, all these three courts are viewed by party members and indeed the public as courts of particular concern with regard to matters pertaining to or affecting the interests of the People's Democratic Party. My Lord, it is treaty that justice must not only be done in all cases and circumstances with regard to matters pending and matters filed in the court of law, but justice must be seen to be done, indeed, by reasonable members of society, including the members of our party. Now, given the current challenges facing the party, there is a high likelihood of cases being filed for or against the party. It is in this respect that we humbly plead and beg that in no other matters or circumstances with regards to cases that may be filed by or against our party henceforth should be assigned to any of these three judges. Since justice is rooted in trust and integrity, our party wishes to reiterate the fact that we have no iota of doubt with regard to the integrity of the judiciary, particularly the Federal High Court Abuja Judicial Division, headed by your Lordship in dispensing justice in all cases other than the above highlighted fears and apprehension of our party. So right now, they are seeing them as justice of particular concern. Okay, but let's look at this critically. Let's not what's your take on this latest dimension where Justice Lifu, Justice Omotosho, and Abdulmalik, Honorable Justice Abdulmalik, are now saying as judges of particular concern, quote unquote, that every case against PDP or for PDP is always assigned to these three judges, even though they have about 9 to 12 judges in Abuja. But they always find a way, especially the one that concerns Wike to PDP. What's your take on the fact that PDP is saying, please, assign our cases to every other person but these three judges of particular concern?
And I think the Nigerian judicial judicial system should look into that case, because if, just like, what's his name, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was reassigned, and we have Nyako, I think there's one Nyako, Yang Equal also is there. I think there are other judges that are there. Anything about Wike shouldn't be exclusively for just Lifu, because Omotosho, Lifu, and Abdulmalik. I mean, come on. Does it mean that the only people that can handle his own case? I really understand what these guys are saying, because, being that you're long stay in the business of legal services, everybody knows what can happen in the process. For example, you take, your tax challenges to an accountant, a chartered accountant, or a chartered accountant. He knows how to look at the case, and he will come out in your favor. He knows where to tell you, okay, push in more things in your allowances, non-taxable product, push in this one here, push in this one here, push in this one here. So I do understand the position of PDP, because as far as it falls on the table of these two, it must go in favor of Nyesom Wike, you understand? And I mean, it's questionable, because most of the time people look at it and say, why must he always win when these two people are involved? It could be a coincidence. It may also not be a coincidence. So the ideal thing is to make sure that cases that has to do with the People Democratic Party, with with Wike, shift it to other guys. Though I know whether we like it or not, Wike has paid his dues, because nobody has been able to do what he has done for judges. So there is no way, they won't look deep into the law. At the end of the day, it goes. But I feel that they should honor that request, so that at the end of the day, if the new judges, they will assign whatever they have to assign to, work in favor of Wike, or the case come out, the verdict come out in favor of Wike, they say, we assign it now to the people that you. But also, it's important for the cases to be reviewed, because that's another very important issue. It should be reviewed. But I know very well that the judicial system of Nigeria will tell you, if you're not comfortable with the outcome, go to appeal court. Appellate court is there. If appellate court does not come out in your favor, go to Supreme Court. So I think that's going to be the case here.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take?